Well, good evening. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have joined me today for my Simple Sunday video. The video is running a little later than usual today because I was with family this weekend and we had activities going on today, and I just have not been able to sit down and do it any earlier. So, now we're going to try and get everything done. All right. Uh, I am going to, let's see, I want to get my cameras down here, right? Oops. Look at, there it is. Sorry about that. I'm going to be focusing on one of our online exclusives called the Pretty Party Kit, and it does these different cards. They say birthday wishes, congratulations, and it's time to celebrate. All right. I'm going to show you how the cards were made. There's three of each design, so there's a total of 9 cards. And I'm going to show you how all three of them were done. And then we're going to have some fun with it and do something different, some alternative cards. All right. So here's the congratulations one. And it's time to celebrate. Those are those two. I'll bring them in a little more so you can see them a little better. And that's what those look like. All right. And today I am going to do the other one that just says birthday wishes. And we're going to make it like the kit shows you to do it. Now remember, with all of our kits, you'll get this instruction sheet and it gives you directions on how to do all these cards. All right. And so you just follow those. They're instructions. They're really easy to follow, and you should be able to do these cards very quickly. All right. One of the things that, and I already pre-stamped what I needed with Cajun Craze, because that's what came with the kit. And then I'm just going to put some dimensionals on these, or on this piece, to show you how fun this card is. And it was really easy to make because there's just all you're doing is popping up this particular item and then you're putting on the sentiment. So it is very easy to do. All right. So I'm going to take care of that right away. This makes me think we spent time with my family this weekend celebrating my father's 89th birthday. And his birthday's actually Tuesday, but we got together as a family yesterday. And so these cards are making me think about him. All right. I think this is the last one I got to pull off. And I'm going to put that right here. So this balloon on the card is popped up. Okay. And then we're going to put our sentiment of birthday wishes on it. And this one has a little dot over here because it is already raised over here and we don't want to raise it anymore. So we're just going to put the dot side there and the dimensional over on that side. And then we have, you know what? I think I should have done that even with this one. All right, birthday wishes. Pretty nice, huh? So that was really easy to do and fun to do with these cards. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same style card, but I am going to show you different things that can be done with our new foiling system, the hot foil system. I took a class this week to learn more about how to do this. And so I'm having some fun creating some things, and hopefully everything that we do today will work out just right. The machine just beeped to tell me that it was ready to go. We are using the classic greeting hot foil dies. And so I'm going to grab my first card idea that I have here. And that is, I am going to put the word celebrate right here on this card. Now, this is going to be a little tricky, and this is why I don't know how well it'll turn out, but we'll get it figured out. Let's see if I put this upside down. Okay, I'm going to put this upside down, and I'm going to start to sandwich my thing. All right. So by sandwich, what I mean is we're going to put the foil over that die cut. And then I'm going to put my card. I'm going to try and figure out about where I want the message to be. And I'm going to lay the card down that way. All right. And I'm going to make sure that nothing moved. Yep, it did move. I thought it might. Okay. Let's try this again. I'll put this right on top. And I forgot to get my tweezers. It's best if you have your tweezers from your embossing tools to do this as well. All right. Then we have our shim plate and the clear plate that goes on top. I'm going to hit the button, and when that beeps, that will tell me that it's time to go ahead and we can run this through. Now, if nothing moved on me and everything's fine, this will work out well. So I'm just crossing my fingers. This particular mat that comes with the hot foil system is our cooling mat. And this is the tool that you pick things up off the machine because they are very, very hot. And this will beep in just a minute or two. It won't take long. And everything should be ready to go. And what we're going to do is we're going to unplug this and put it through the stamp and emboss and cut and emboss machine. And so whenever you're using the hot foil system, you will also need the cut and emboss machine. So I'm just waiting to hear that little beep. There we go. All right. That means we can pick this up. And I'm going to take this put it on our cooling mat. I'm gonna move the cooling mat so that I can get the machine over here so you can see this as well. I know this is kind of close to look at, but after you get that done, oops, I should have taken it off this way. Ah. Oh, I might have goofed it up, you guys. Let's see. Let's do this. I think I goofed it up. Let's put this back down here. No, I want this upside down though. Oh, oh, come on. Gonna cause problems for me here. Oh. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna unplug this. I don't know how well this is gonna turn out because I messed it up, but we'll see what happens. All right, and then you put this whole thing through and you wind it through very slowly so that the heat works with the rollers. And like I said, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Okay. Now we can take it off. Well, it might not be too bad. I'll put this back on the cooling plate. And this is the big reveal now. Peel this off. I can get at it. There we go. There it is. Not too bad. I missed the tops of the letters there, but I'm happy with it. It's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move this over and I'm going to plug my machine back in so it's ready for the next project that we do. Whoops. Oh, shoot. Hang on just a second. I lost my thing on the floor. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take this card and I'm going to add these balloons to it. And this is originally expected when you make the card, they just don't have the foiled Celebrate on them from the kit. I'm going to put that right there. And then we're going to put these on. And these will go right here and pop up those balloons. So there we have it with the Celebrate foiled in on it. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so that's one of the alternatives that we have. Then I have this one, which I'm going to use the same thing twice. One I'm going to do in gold and one I'm going to do in silver. And this is our happy birthday. So as soon as it tells me it's ready, I'm going to start the timer. There we go. And we're going to emboss this one. You can see that light flashing, and when it's ready, then it will turn to this middle one, which is a yellow light. And then we hit the timer, and then it will heat everything up. And when it beeps again, the light will turn green, and then that's when we know we can take it off and run it through the machine. All right, so I'm just waiting patiently. There we go. I'm going to put, you always put the foil on shiny side down, and then you put your card on top of that. And then you put your plates on, and we'll wait for it to tell us when we can take it off and run it through the machine. Now these hot foil dies have both the words and the cutouts, and you can tell the difference because the word, it's a whole totally different piece of metal. All right, so that one was the Celebrate, and this is what the cutout looks like if I want to cut out the word. All right, I'm going to cut out the Happy Birthday, so I need this as well. We're going to run the machine through, or everything through, twice. So the first time that we run it through, we'll put the foil on the white card, and then we're going to run it through the emboss machine like we normally would do a die cut to cut out the words Happy Birthday. Okay. Well, it looks like it's getting close. There we go. All right. Let's unplug this. And we'll put this right in here. And again, we slowly run it through. There we go. And I can put that right back on my cooling plate. And we'll take this off and take the hot die off and put that on the cooling plate. I called this a cooling plate, but what it really is a place to put this machine, and it keeps your surface cool. It won't damage your surface as it gets hot. And this plug-in is magnetic, so it goes on and off pretty easy. All right, now the big reveal here. We'll pull this off, and there we have the Happy Birthday. Now it kind of looks like a mess right now, just because it has, when the foil hits these grid lines on here, you'll get some of that off the edges, but we're going to use the die cut to cut this word out. So we really don't need to worry about that. I just have to get this lined up right. Do I have the right? Oh, I might not have the right cutout. I think I grabbed the wrong one. And this, I think, is the thinking of you. I grabbed the wrong one. This way. All right, so we're going to set this up so that I can cut this out. And you can use your sticky notes if you have washi tape. Washi tape is what I use often. And so that you can put your piece down and it stays in place as you run this through the machine. And you don't have to worry about your speed going through this. You can just work it as quickly as you want, like you normally would when you use your die cuts. Okay, and there you have the cutout of it. And so I'm going to put this together. This is half of the card that I made, or that I had. And I'm going to put some seal on this one. And place that down. And I'm going to, while I'm working on this, I'm going to grab my happy birthday again, because I'm going to use this one again, only we're going to do something different with it. So I'm just going to lay that there. And I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals. Get some more. And we'll put this just like that, and then we're going to lay this right on top. All right. And there goes another card. All right. Now we're going to do something similar with that, except we are going to put, I'm hoping this will fit. Ooh, maybe not. I thought that was going to be wide enough to fit. I was hoping to be able to put the happy birthday right across this, but I have a feeling it's going to be too small. So we won't do that right now. Unless we just don't I suppose we could do it this way. We just won't use the balloon. We'll just put this together like this, and we'll just let it go on our card. And pretty soon that should be ready. Okay, so when you put this together, when you sandwich it together, your die cut will be on the bottom. Your foil goes on shiny side down. Then you'll put the card or the card stock on top of that. They say it is best to use the two-tone card stock because it shows your letters and everything much clearer and smoother, where something like this has a little bit of what do you want to say? It's just a little rougher, and so it doesn't always. Although this doesn't feel very rough, but sometimes you can have a little bumpy or grainage or whatever. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it can be a little more, and then it doesn't. The letters don't come out very clear. So they say that the regular cardstock does not come out as it's fine, but you'll be able to see a difference between the two. And perhaps on Tickled Tuesday video, I can show you the difference of those. Well, come on. I thought this would be ready by now. Taking a little longer than I had hoped. When we went through the class, it didn't seem to be that slow, but maybe it's because there were two people and they were both talking and both doing different things, and you were looking at a lot of stuff. So it didn't, and sitting here by myself, it seems to be forever. Maybe it isn't, I don't know, but it seems that way. Generally, before you get going, it'll take about 6 minutes for this to warm up. And so when you're doing multiple projects like this, you'll unplug it to run it through the embossing machine, but then you plug it in right away and it should light up fairly quickly for you to go ahead and do the next one. And for some reason, I just feel like this is taking forever, but we might be okay. Come on, beep. So I suppose many of you will be taking your last minute vacations this month as school will be starting soon. And I know there were, let's see, not this weekend, but last weekend, my card ministry got together for the big finishing of all of the milk cartons and things that we were making. And we actually had a better crowd show up than what I thought we would have. Um, so that turned out well, but there were a lot of people that I needed to connect with in between the two weekends, and they were all on vacation. So I had to be patient. All right. Come on. And I feel like it's just starting all over. And it shouldn't really. Okay. The next one that we're going to do, and hopefully we'll get through it much quicker, is I want to turn this into a get well card and do it a little differently. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and seal this to the card base. And we won't need that right away. We just need these 3 items. Well, I think my thing completely turned off. I was just looking to see if it came unplugged, but it didn't. Because this is taking way much longer than I had anticipated, and than it should. Okay. Maybe it was ready and I just had to hit that yellow light. I'm still learning how to use the machine, guys. So be patient with me, please. Okay, and then this will be ready in just a bit to run it through the machine. I think the timer goes for about 2 minutes. Not positive, but I think so. So it's 6 minutes to get to the red lit up, and then about 2 minutes when this will finish. And then when it turns green, we can go ahead and remove it and cut things out. There we go. Or emboss things, I should say. All right, so I'm going to take this. We want to go slow. And let's see what this one looked like. All right. Big reveal. We'll peel this off. If I can get the corner of it. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, I picked up some of the grid marks too. So if you don't mind that happening, this is fine, but I would have rather that we would have had just the happy birthday on there. So I don't know if it's because it was on so long or why that happened the way it did. Um, the more that you play with these, the more you get comfortable with them and you understand how to do it all. So I'm still in that process. All right. Now we're going to try this one and hopefully I've learned that if you don't want as many as those grid lines, that you can cut your foil down as close to the size of the die that is possible. Well, I guess it wasn't quite ready. I am going to cut this one out, so if we end up with a lot of the paper on the grid, we should be okay. All right, are we ready yet? No, not yet. Doggone. Let's see. Who's my get well? All right, now we can time it. There we go. Okay. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. Now we can take this off. Closer to me so I can pull this out. Now you can get the foil in silver, gold, and pink right now. So I did this one in the pink. So you could see what that looks like. And I'm going to put this together so that we can cut it out. Okay, where's my other plate? Oh, here it is. Well, I can't seem to find the end of my washi tape. That's, oh, there we go. All right. Get this lined up real good. Let's cure it down. And we'll run it through. Okay, and here we have well, now I see that I didn't get the whole bottom. I got some of the, uh, what's the word I'm trying to say? There's more there than what I wanted. So, but anyway, this is how it goes. I'm going to put some dimensionals on that, and then we will have this card done. And I need to uh, close this up pretty quick here because my battery is running low on my computer, and I don't want our time to run out completely. So you have yourself a great evening, and I will see you in a couple of days, and hopefully I will have all of this timing down a little better. All right. Thanks for joining me today. You have a good one. Bye bye.